All right, this is going to be Tumbling Dice by the Rolling Stones. Now we need to detune slightly for this because we need this to be like an open G type of tuning. So we're going to take the little E string and take that down to a D. So go ahead and retune a little bit. You should end up with a nice G chord like this when you finish that. Okay, so our first thing, we have this intro. So we're going to have the 2 on the G string and the 1 on the B string and the open down here. And we're going to slide these two notes into the 4 and the 3. And if you can keep the open ringing, that's cool, but if you slide up and you kind of mute that open, it's all good because we're going to mostly be hearing these guys going back and forth. So we got, at that point you hit the opens. So you have a slide up and back, opens, and then big 2 with the G string open to the open there. So you got, and then we're going to go, so that was 2 to 4 in the G string and back. That's one of those quick slides to the open G. Now when we hit that open G, we can also hit these top 3 and kind of make a chord out of it. So the intro is, and then we get into this honky tonk thing. So what we're doing is just doing the 2 here on the big string. So we got da da dee da dee dum da dee da da dee, and that's our basic pattern there. So we're going to do 4 of those for the intro. So 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to start our verse. We got, okay, so what we got up there is we got this 7s on the top 3 strings into this typical kind of Stonesy riff. We got the 9 up here and the 8 on the 2nd string, kind of going with that chord. That's like a D to a G and back. And that's a G also, the open ones. And then we're gonna go like a C shape, 2 and open, 1 open. So we got, can kind of pull those off too, so. Do that thing twice, then we're going to come to the 5th fret, kind of go back and forth. You can kind of change this up. They would change these things up a lot. They would never do it the same way all the time. So up to the 7s, so that was like a 5s and a little thing here. That's like a C to an F, and this is like a D to a G. Mess around a little bit with that. So from this 7 thing we got, then we're back to our honky tonk thing, like next verse. And then we're up high again. Seven. Back to the G. Going up. At this point, we have a little fill riff. I'm calling this fill number 1. So this is like open and 1, open on the G, 1 on the B. And we hammer in as a chord, kind of we hammer in the 2 there. We go back to the chord, so the 2 on the G hammers in. And then we kind of hit a 2 and an open to the opens there. We do the quick 2 to 4 and back to the open twice. And then hammer on the big one, O to 2 to the G. So that whole fill is like. And then we're back into our groove. So let's look at that one more time real slow. So you got to hammer in quick on that one. Okay, and then we're back. We groove that one a little bit, and then we're right into the next verse. See, this is 4 bars is what that is. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That's halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then you're up to the 7. So that's how the verses work. So 2, 3, 4. Going up to 7. Next verse. Let's look at a verse again and take it nice and slow. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try that again. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Okay, and let's do the 7th thing. 2, 3, 4. At the end of this verse, we're going to have the fill thing again, but it's going to go twice. And when you know you're going into it, you can go and hit that chord there, that open 1, instead of just that one note on the G. So it makes it a little more chordal there if you know you're going into the second time. So. Okay, let's do that real slow. 3, 4. And then we're into a guitar solo. All we have to do is this main groove. 3, 4. We do a little longer though. Now we come to the 7s. And we have our chords. Last verse. Sevens. Now we have fill number 2. Fill number 2 waits for its notes, so it doesn't have like a slide in, so it's so it waits a little bit longer, and it starts on the 4 and goes down, and it starts on a downbeat too, so it's like, see how that's a new measure right there. So we do 3 of these, the ones that wait. And then we're going to go back to fill 1, which doesn't wait, and it slides in. And that one's going to go like 15 times, and you fade out, and the tune's over. So. Let's try that real slow. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it just fades out doing that. So let's do a quick review. We got this intro. We had the 2 and the 1 and the open. We slide. We go to the opens there. So up and back. Then 2 and open to the opens. Got that thing. We're into our. Verse starts, so there's like 4 sets of those in the intro after the intro riff before the verse starts. The verse always has 4. You got your change. So the only thing to watch out for is sometimes you won't have those last chords in this thing that I call the verse change, starting on this. So sometimes you don't have this one with this and this to this. You have the fill instead. first time it just has one of those, the second time it has two, and the next time when you get to those fills, you're going to have the fill number 2 that waits. You have 3 of those, and then you have 15 of the other that doesn't wait. Okay, Tumbling Dice by the Rolling Stones. Thanks for watching Damon's Baritone Uke joint. This will have a tab and an arrangement and everything with it. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.